Hey. Alright. Today has been a day full of excuse me. Full of emotions. But ultimately it'll be a good thing. I had a one-on-one with someone who wanted some energy work done, some balancing with the biogeometry stuff. So she's a friend of mine. That was good. Did that. Doing that still. Going through all of the planes of nature. There's quite a few of them. You have the spiritual plane. You have two spiritual planes, which are like causal planes. You have the emotional plane. You have the mental planes. And you have the vitality plane. And then the physical planes. So I started at the spiritual, and now I have just started on the mental. So it's taken a little bit. Excuse me. Stifling a yawn there, which will probably come out anyway, but anyway. Some big changes in terms of future direction for me, which really is just more of a coming into alignment. So while there are emotions to navigate there, I'm not like upset per se, like I am, but I'm not. It's very bizarre to try to explain, because things aren't going to pan out the way I thought or wanted them to. However, that was kind of a stepping stone anyway, so it's time to step off the stone, so to speak, and just jump into the unknown. So that's what I'll be doing. Yeah. Which probably means, well, it definitely means stepping out of my comfort zone more and doing things that cause me to feel a bit more uncomfortable. Yeah. Excuse me. There's that yawn. It's the new moon coming up. In a couple of days, I will do a ritual for that. A little bit reluctant to post it, but I think I'll post it. Yeah, I will. I'll post it. I'll go post it after I record this. See if anyone locally is interested in coming along. I will probably look at doing some lives, and just talking, maybe doing some energy balancing. Yeah, I don't really know. I know that there's a lot of, excuse me, I'm sure the yawning is emotional or energetic. I've had one coffee, one caffeinated tea, and some other fluids, maybe a little dehydrated, so I should have some more water. But there's a lot going on today, and every time I stop and I allow myself to feel the feeling and then move back to the feelings that I want, I tend to end up needing to yawn or some other form of release. So when you are working on becoming the new version of yourself, that is always a interesting journey, and I encourage everyone to do that. It's a challenging journey. It's not comfortable, but in many regards, that's a good thing, because comfort, as much as I like it, it's not necessarily the most helpful thing all the time. I love my first world comforts. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that I'm recording this on an iPhone, and I have a laptop and internet and running water. I love these comforts. Trust me, I'm very grateful for them. And at the same time, I do wonder what it would be like to be a shaman in the jungle, or living off the land, or even just being a bigger version of myself that doesn't sleep in, for example. That's a comfort. Yeah, it's now not a time to be alive. Elder just keeps coming. Yeah, so definitely been doing the magic-y stuff today, lots of it. Did a gratitude work after the call this morning that really sort of brought up a lot of the emotions. Pretty tempted to do some breath work. Time is kind of ticking by though, so the breath work probably won't happen until tonight. Tended to try and sleep under the stars again. Yeah, might give that a go again. It was good. Like, I slept surprisingly well. It was easy to wake up early. I just let old habits take over, so very tempted to do that again. And yeah, just keep stepping into this magic stuff. I look at guys like Matteo Di Stefano and Daniel, and even like Robert Edward Grant or Dr. Robert Gilbert, like these guys that are, I know I shouldn't be comparing myself, and I know there are judgments in that, but they seem and they appear to be several steps along the journey ahead of me, and it's awe-inspiring, and it's also, because of my old conditioning, it can be depressing, because I'm like, oh, what's the point? Like, these guys are going to do it better than me, especially like Daniel. But then I'm like, well, I have my own voice, I have my own experience. There's a set of people, there's a group of people who will resonate more with me, and that's the whole point, and that's why you got to be true to yourself and all that. So like, I get it. It's just, honestly, it's a challenge. And I don't know what to do sometimes. Oh my god, it's so confronting. A lot of the point of me just recording is to document for myself the fact that I'm yawning like crazy while doing this, and I know that I'm in an emotional state. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do some breathing now. I can do a heart-centered breathing. Yep. Cool. I'll do a couple minutes of that. Yeah, it really is just about finding like what your purpose is, and I know mine, and I know I've sort of had my head in the sand a bit about it. So this is all just a calling to not do that anymore, and to step into that bigger version of myself. Anyway, I'd love to hear from anyone watching this what your thoughts are about confronting old patterns. Excuse me. Wow, my body is not feeling safe. Super interesting. If there's any topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to comment. Again, this is largely just me documenting the journey. I will say for this person that I've done the energy work with, I did some with her back in March, and within a week, I think it was like 3 or 4 days later, she had a event happen that led her down a path that she was previously ignoring, and she's very pleased about it, and that's why she's come back and asked me to do more. So I do want to do this more. I do want to serve more people, that kind of thing. There's also stuff I want to create, and experiences I want to create. So yeah, if you follow my journey, thank you. If you are finding value from anything I'm sharing, I'm really glad. And if you're curious and you want me to go into more detail, I would love to. I'm trying to just sort of do cliff notes, high level stuff, so that I don't overwhelm anyone, but if I want to come back and watch it, it'll jog my memory. This is insane. This is just totally bizarre what's going on vocally. It'll be throat chakra. I know it'll be throat chakra. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do something right here, right now. Let me set this down. I'm going to grab, this is my BG28 pendulum. Okay, so you guys, I'm assuming you've heard how my voice has changed, how I coughed just before, how I'm still, like, there's a raspiness. This is very interesting. To me, it's very interesting. So I'm just going to do a quick little thing as an example to show you the kind of stuff that I do. And yeah, so feet flat on the ground. I'm going to put my awareness on my throat chakra. Let's get this going back and forth. Throat chakra. Loose wrist. Here we go. Oh, wow, and I'm having memories come up already. I didn't think they had anything to do with that, but... Oh my god. Holy crap. This is what happens when I have releases now, apparently. It's like yawns. Sometimes they don't even have any air in them. It's like a hollow yawn or like a ghost yawn or something. Like it's energetic, 100%. Oh man, me love feels. I can't believe I'm recording this. Wow. Okay. Just having a lot of stuff come up right now about speaking my truth and it not being safe to do so. Ooh, okay, safe to release, safe to let go of this. I don't need to hold on to it anymore. Well, one of the things I love about the biogeometry stuff is it's predominantly content agnostic. Like, you don't need to dive into it, which I think is so amazing. That's one of the main reasons I want to develop the wands and the staffs, because I think in ceremony there's a lot of focus put on cathartic releases and working through the trauma. And while I think there is value in that, I also think it's holy crap, excuse me. I'm just gonna get this going back and forwards again. I see my attention's drifted. I can tell there's still stuff, yeah. There we go. But you'll see my hand like moving. If I'm direct on the camera, it should just be moving back and forwards, right? Like, that's what is going on here. I'm putting energy into it. So, holy shit. So that it doesn't take energy from me. Oh, wow. and it just stops by itself when it's done. So there you go. And as you can hear, like, that is significantly different now. So this is a very quick example of some of the stuff I do. I will be diving a lot more into that, and a bunch of other stuff, which I guess now I get to map it all out, which is cool. And start planning retreats and that kind of stuff, which is just terrifying but awesome at the same time. So yeah, that was me working through some throat chakra trauma. It's interesting because on Saturday I took some damage to my throat at BJJ. It really didn't faze me. But you know, several yawns and a cough. Man, life's interesting. Life's bizarre. So yeah, I want you to know you're loved. You're part of something very important, very special on this planet. You came here for a reason. It's my personal belief that joy, play, fun will lead you to that. And I'm here to bring magic back into the mainstream of our cultures, along with a bunch of other people. I'm not saying this is exclusively my journey. I am aware that my role is that of a spiritual, not spiritual, I mean it is spiritual, but like a warrior, sorcerer kind of thing. And that scares the crap out of me, to be honest. It is 100% in alignment with dreams I've had as a kid, experiences I've had, and to be pursuing it now at 38, it's a weird twist of fate, but honestly it feels right, and I'm still somewhat in disbelief that I'm doing this. So anyway, quick recap. Science is now showing that you have the capacity to change and influence matter with your intention, and there's a lot of science showing that you can use that to create miracles in your life, be it financial, physical, health, emotional, relationships, all that kind of stuff. And so I want to spread that awareness. I want to share my journey of becoming whatever the hell it means to be a warrior, sorcerer warrior, spiritual sorcerer warrior. And in doing so, it's my hope that those who are interested in following the journey and are on a similar path will find me, and together we will do the things that we came here to do. Bye.